Good morning students. Welcome to online video class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am Vishnupriya, your new chemistry teacher. I hope all of you are doing well and safe. Today we are going to start new chapter from chemistry. It is matter in our surroundings. What is matter? Have you heard about the term matter? Let us discuss today what is matter. After that, you can understand what is matter. And do you have the habit of observing things around you? If you look at around you, you can see a variety of things with a different shape, size, textures, etc. And everything in this universe is made up of a material, and scientists call them as matter. The food we eat, the air we breathe, and the soil, air, animals, plants, all are made up of matters. Then what is matter? Matter is everything around us. Now we are going to study about matter. Matter? Everything in the universe is made up of material, which scientists have named matter. We can also see, as we look around, that all the things such as clouds, stone, the food we eat, plants and animals, all of that things have mass and occupy space. In other words, they have both mass and volume. Therefore, we can say, what is matter? Everything which occupy mass and have space is called matter. Earlier, Indian philosophers classified matter in the form of 5 basic elements, that is Panchatattva: air, earth, fire, sky and water. According to them, everything living or non-living was made up of these 5 basic elements. What are the 5 basic elements? Air, earth, fire, sky and water. Ancient Greek philosophers had arrived at a similar classification of matter, and modern scientists have evolved 2 types of classification of matter based on their physical and chemical nature. In this chapter, we will study the physical classification of matter, while chemical classification of matter will be discussed in next chapter. The first topic is physical nature of matter. For a long time, there were 2 views about nature of matter. Some scientists believed that matter was continuous, like a block of wood or sheet of glass, whereas others believed that matter was made up of particles, like that of sand. To understand whether the matter is continuous or particulate in nature, let's do a simple experiment to identify whether the matter is continuous or particulate. For that, take a glass jar or beaker containing some quantity of water. Here I am going to add pinch of salt and going to dissolve in it. Before that, I already marked the water level. Is there any change in its water level? No, there is no change in its water level. And where does the sugar disappears? Is it visible to you? The reason for that, the water broken up the sugar into tiny particles. That is why we cannot visible the sugar particle here. And this shows matter is made up of particles and it is not continuous. Now we have learned that matter is made up of tiny particles. To know how tiny is the particle, let us do another example. For that I have taken a glass containing some amount of ink, red ink. And also taken 3 glasses containing about 10 ml of water. Now I am going to add about 1 ml of the ink into first glass containing water. And what is the color now? Red color. Then again add about 1 ml of the solution from the first glass into second glass containing water. Then what do you can observe? The color become lighten. Then again add 1 ml of the solution from the second glass and transfer into the third glass containing water. Look at these 4 glasses containing solutions. What do you can observe? The intensity of red color will somewhat decreases. If we repeat the experiment, it is surprising to note that the red color will not disappear altogether through it, but the color become lighter and lighter with each dilution. Thus we concluded that there must be millions of tiny particles present even in a single drop of ink. As I told you, this experiment we can do by using potassium permanganate also. How it can? Then let us look. What is the procedure for doing the experiment? Take 2 to 3 crystals of potassium permanganate and dissolve them in 100 ml of water. Take out approximately 10 ml of this solution and put it into 90 ml of clear water. Take out 10 ml of this solution and put into another 90 ml of clear water. Keep dilution 3 to 5 times. While doing the experiment, you can observe that first a purple color will obtain. Then the intensity of purple color will somewhat decreases. Here also the reason is that millions of tiny particles present in one crystal of potassium permanganate which keep on divided into smaller and smaller number with each dilution. Thereby color become lighter and lighter. The same experiment can also be carried out by using 2 ml of Dettol instead of potassium permanganate. With each dilution, the smell becomes less and less intense but can still be detected. From these experiments, we can conclude that the matter is made up of extremely small particles which cannot be seen even with a powerful microscope. What we actually see is an aggregate of tiny particles. I hope you might have understood what we learned today. We learned about matter. What is matter? Matter is anything which have mass and occupy space. And matter is made up of tiny particles. Next class we will learn about different characteristics of matter.